This is Blicky, a whole video game. Characters, weapons, vehicles, cutscenes, music, a soundtrack, a villain named the Excuse Boss, and a whole plot. All of it real, playable, and it's available right now. But here's the crazy part. I built this myself, and I can't even move my hands. I can't touch a keyboard. I built this entire game by talking to my bots through something called vibe coding. You describe what you want in plain detail, and the AI writes the code for you. Everybody is trying it right now, but most people quit before they even really get started. Most people will give up before they even get the demo done for the game, but I'm going to actually show you how to execute and finish. 8 steps from start to finish, including the full process that nobody on YouTube wants to share with you. Even if you've never written a line of code in your life and you don't understand it, there's no excuses. It's 2026. Let's get straight into it.
Quantez, you got the keys, yo.
Yeah, he got shot and came back. Now he's sharper, more focused. Same pain could've broke him. He just turned it to motion. Same ones close to his side. Started moving real flawed. Tried to take the whole wave, whole sauce, whole catalog. Now it's grown.
Quick backstory, if you're new here. Almost 11 years ago, I got shot in my neck, which ultimately left me quadriplegic, or almost paralyzed from the neck down. Everybody except God and my immediate family gave up on me. They thought my story was over, but God has the last say so. And now I'm doing more than most people are doing who can fully walk around. So in my eyes, if I can do this with my situation and without my hands, anybody can do it. You just gotta have the willpower and the determination. Step 1, start with a document. You don't start with no code. You literally can start with one document. Everybody thinks building a game starts with learning how to program. Mine started with a document. Before one thing was built, I talked out the whole thing on what I had envisioned in my mind with my AI assistant. Who's the villain? Who are the characters? What's the money system? What's the plot? What's the vehicles? What city or state should it be based in? Those are the things that I came up with myself and started to jot down. So that's why you're going to first build that document. So when I finished writing all that stuff in one place, my AI assistant basically created it and turned it into a game Bible. I have no idea why he called it the game Bible, but that's what he called it. But here's why this matters. AI is the fastest builder in the world, but it has no imagination. It is not creative at all. You gotta bring the vision, and it will bring the hands and the brains. The more clear and the more creative your document is, the better the output. Get rid of all that vague fluff and put in the sauce, and put in how you actually envision what you want to create. So let's get to it. All you gotta do is open up your phone, a notepad, or talk directly into your AI, and let's answer these 5 questions. Number 1, who is the hero? Number 2, what's the struggle? Number 3, who's the enemy? Number 4, what does winning look like? And number 5, what makes the game yours? That's basically it. Everything else grows from that. Now, depending on what type of game you have, you may have slightly different types of questions, but basically those 5 questions can be universal. Step 2, pick a tool that can actually build, not just talk. Because a regular AI or chatbot would just give you the code, and then you're stuck figuring out where to put it and how to implement it. You want a tool that can run on your computer, that can write the code, play it, test it, and execute from start to finish. And I use Claude Code, but there's a bunch, but the one I use mostly is Claude Code. The lesson is the same either way it goes. Doesn't matter what tool you use, as long as you use one that works like Claude Code, you should be fine. Now the part that scares people, the actual coding. But I'm gonna give you a secret. I still don't know nothing about coding. I describe what I want out loud in plain English, like I'm just talking to one of my homies. For example, when I press a button, my character should fire both switches. When an enemy dies, they should drop diamonds. Stuff like that. Police show up, we escape, not fight. The AI writes it, builds it, fixes it, tests it. My job is the what, and its job is the how. That's the whole relationship. If you can describe something clearly, it can be built. Straight like that. Step number 3, cast your real people or the characters that you want in the actual game. This step is what makes your game more realistic. Look at my characters. That's me in the chair with my real chain, my real glasses. It actually looks like me. Of course, it's a gamified version, but it actually looks like me. That OG right there with the Desert Eagle and the clippers around his neck, that's my pops. He's a real barber. Little buddy right there, that's my little brother. The one with the lightning bolt in his fade. The funny looking one right there. No, I'm just playing. But right here, this is my homie Q, Quantez. He holding a stick because y'all know he is actually like a little comedian and he does literal skits. So I guess he's bringing the actual stick to the gunfight because I asked him to bring a switch. So he went and got an actual switch off a tree. But yeah, his skits are like that in real life. So I wanted him to have his kind of realistic humor in the actual video game as well. Here's the how. I took real photos from my people, gave them all to a AI art generator, locked it down to one art style, and they came out perfect, ready for the game. That's the trick right there. Lock the style first, then generate everybody through it. Otherwise, your game looks like 4 different games in one. Every character got their own weapons and their own personality. Got their own vehicles as well, but it's all your move. Cast your own family, your friends, or made up people. When your people see themselves in your game, it stops being a project and it becomes an actual legacy. Step 4, give it a voice. Real voice lines fire off during the gameplay. Me and my boy Frank, which is my AI assistant, also my squad, the rest of my AI team, and my family has their own voice lines as well. Pick your mans up, somebody. And you don't need a studio. We recorded our lines on our phones in one take. All voice lines cleaned up by my AI team, and from my AI staff, I use 11 labs for their voices. Here's the part people miss as well. You gotta write way more lines than you think you would actually need. The same lines repeating over and over and over is the same thing that makes a game feel cheap. Step 5, give it a soundtrack. A game without music is a screensaver, so we gave BLICKY No Excuses real music, and it's all my music, all my No Excuses music. On the start screen, they got They Still Watching by me. When the comedian, Mr. Q, pull up, it might play Meet the Hawkins. Whenever Pops comes into the game, it might play Impeccable, It has real music, and sometimes it fires off at the right time. It just depends on what's going on in the game, and then sometimes it might actually switch to that character's song that I have about that person.
That whole grid is mine. I see everything from up here.
But I can show y'all some tools where you can make some music on a different video. That way you don't steal nobody's copyright. You can also always use the No Excuse Motion Music Mixer. Match the songs to what's going on in the actual game. So you got victory music, you got battle music, you got menu music that's going on during the intro or the start screen. Different songs firing off at different parts of the game. That makes the game feel alive. Next, step 6, turn your demo into an actual game. This is the steps everybody skips, and is why their game only gets played once. A demo is one level that never ends, but a game gives you a reason to want to come back. So I built the ladder. You start on the lower level and you climb your way up. Every stage has a excuse boss. When you beat the boss, you climb to the next stage. And every time you climb, you unlock something. A new character, a new whip, a new weapon. Every time is something new. That's the hook right there. Unlocks are what make people say one more stage, and then they look up and they've already played more than 3 additional stages. Add difficulty settings as well, so that way it fits whoever is playing the game. Step 7. Put it online where people can actually play it. A game that's just sitting on your laptop doesn't really exist. Nobody is downloading nothing if they don't know about it. Right now, mine runs on the browser. You don't need to install it. You just click the link and you're playing on the phone or computer. But pretty soon, it will be coming to mobile apps and game centers like Epic and Steam. Posting it costs me nothing, but that's not a flex. That's just how advanced these tools are nowadays. And test it on your phone and your computer, not just your computer, because most people are going to play on their phone. I'm speaking from experience. My first mobile version had 10 buttons on the screen. 10. Nobody knew what actually to press for the controls. Cut it down to about 4 that you can reach with your thumbs. Quick and easy. That's what I did, and it was a night and day experience. Step number 8. Play it, break it, then fix it, all with your voice through vibe coding. This is where most people quit when it comes to testing. Yes, of course, your first version might be janky. Mine was too. Voices talking over each other from the characters, the same lines repeating, enemies acting brain dead. And to fix it, I just told my AI what was wrong. I didn't say go into the code and change this particular line of code to be this blah blah blah. No, I just told him what was actually wrong, what was my experience when playing the game, and he updated it for me. For example, I would say Frank keeps repeating himself, or me and Frank keep talking at the same time. You gotta make it a conversation. The police should chase me, not shoot me. Every complaint basically became a fix, not just a complaint. You don't debug with code. You debug with your mouth or your fingers. And here's the biggest lesson I got. Watch somebody else play it. I had a bug where the game got stuck after the first level, but the game worked perfect for me because I knew how to play it. Next, somebody else played it and got trapped in the first 30 seconds, and I never would have found that issue if I was the only one testing. 10 rounds of that and your janky demo becomes a real game. So let's add it up. A playable game, a cast made with my real family and friends, my own soundtrack, boss fights, a whole ladder to climb, unlocks, and everything. A story villain built from one of the realest enemies I ever fought, and that is excuses. Built by a man who cannot use his hands, using nothing but his voice and a vision. I'm not showing you this to impress you, I'm showing you the blueprint. Story first. AI writes the code. Cast your people and add your voices. Add your sound. Make it a real game. Put it online. Then play, break, and fix it out loud. The game took me weeks, not years, and it cost me way less than a car note. And everybody get to see themselves on a video game forever. Ain't no excuses no more. Link to play BLICKY No Excuses is in the description. Go play it and let me know how far you got. If this helped or inspired you in any way, shape, or form, drop a like on this video and subscribe for more. Drop a comment if you have any questions or suggestions. And if you want the full sauce on how I run all this with my voice, the No Excuses Blueprint link is in my description below. But I appreciate y'all watching, and until the next time, y'all stay blessed.